Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today it is our 25, 26 and 27 pregnancy update. You can probably hear why I'm still kind of sick, and I have been for such a long time now, so I was not able to do a video before even if I wanted to. But all that will come in this update, so let's get started. Let's start with week 25. Week 25, I was still in Berlin. I helped my sister prep for my nephew's baptism. We baked lots of cakes, we cooked, we did the decorations and everything. And it was really hot during that time. So of course all the symptoms continued from the week before, that I was feeling dizzy, sometimes really lightheaded due to the heat. I had increased thirst. I was drinking non-stop, which is good because every time I didn't drink enough, I would get headaches at night, and the liquid helped me to get rid of those headaches. Due to the sweating, this one time right before my weeks changed, I had this wannabe cramp, I would say, in my left calf. It started out like cramping up. It didn't really cramp though. It was like, it is going to cramp soon, but it's not yet there. So I took magnesium and I drank lots of water to help it, so it would go away. It didn't. It stayed for another day, but it didn't really turn into a real cramp. So I was like, this is weird. I don't know why this happened, and I tried to stretch it and everything. But then after another day, it eventually went away, but it never turned into a real cramp, you know, which was kind of weird. And it never happened after that. It was just those 2 days, and then I never had it again, so, which is good. Crossing my fingers, it doesn't come back because it was really uncomfortable. Yeah, this week, I guess just normal symptoms like bleeding gums. My gums were so sensitive this week. Even every time I would brush my teeth, I would bleed, and it's like, okay, it's the extra blood flow that goes to your body. Of course, there's gonna be some bleeding in your gums and other body parts, which is totally normal during pregnancy. In addition to that, I noticed that sleeping at night was starting to get difficult. I would get up up to three times a night to go pee, even though I wouldn't drink much at night. But yeah, I really had to go. Like, I could not sleep through it. I would wake up, had to go to the bathroom, and then fall right back to sleep. That's a normal thing now. Like, every night I get up at least 3 times to go pee. Sometimes it's more than that. But thank goodness, every time I go back to bed, I fall asleep right away. So I don't have trouble falling back asleep, which is great. I'm really thankful for that. But it is getting more uncomfortable with the belly when I try to toss and turn, because I can't sleep in one position all night. I sleep in like different positions, usually on my stomach, which I can't do anymore. So I'm like sleeping half on my stomach, half on my side, and I don't know. And my pregnancy pillow is kind of hugged in between my legs and my arms. It's kind of funny. It looks really funny, but it's really comfortable. So yeah, it's getting harder to sleep at night. But that's fine. It's preparing me for childbirth and to prepare me to be a young mother soon, so I'm okay with that. It's okay. During week 26, all the symptoms of course continued. The weather, we drove down to Bavaria, so the weather is kind of different here in the mountains. I'm living in the mountains now. The sun is not, it's brighter, I think, but it's not as hot outside and not as humid outside. So that felt a lot better. But we are living in a big construction. This is not even our bedroom. This is supposed to be the guest room. We are sleeping in here right now because our master bathroom is not done. My husband is really hard working on that, but it's not done, so we cannot sleep in the bedroom because it's connected to it, and there's so much dust and grossness, and it's just blah. And here I have the bathroom right next door too, so I don't have to go through the whole house to go pee at night, which is great. So yeah, so we have boxes everywhere. It is a total chaos. which was really exhausting for both of us. So the exhaustion symptoms continued. I was still sleeping pretty rough at night, and one thing that came in addition to my bleeding gums was my nose started having bleeding stuff in there too. But another thing that comes with blood flow is my sex drive increased like crazy. Yes, there is more blood flow down there as well, which is super TMI, but hey, that's pregnancy. So I was really on it this week, which is good, because I know lots of women do not like having sex during pregnancy, or they don't enjoy it as much, or they even have pain. And then there are the other women who really like it and enjoy it a lot, and it's more intense for them, and I'm part of those women. Like, it's really intense for me, and I think having sex during pregnancy is the best thing ever. Like, oh my gosh, it is so good. Anyways, next topic. So by the end of this week, before I turned 26 weeks, yes, right before that, I started noticing that my nose and everything here was swelling up. In the beginning, I thought it was due to the extra blood flow, and nothing to be worried about, because I didn't have a runny nose or anything, no problems, no other symptoms than that. But then after 2 days, it turned into like such big swelling in my nose that I couldn't breathe through my nose anymore. It was so bad that I had to continuously breathe through my mouth, which dried out my throat, which caused pain in my throat. It was really bad. It continued for a whole week, and it got worse and worse and worse every day. Every night got worse. Like, at one point I couldn't breathe at night. I would wake up every few minutes because I couldn't breathe anymore, because I was automatically breathing through my mouth, but it was so dry in my throat that I couldn't get more air in. It was really weird. And in this one night I woke up, it was the lowest point during that week. I woke up, I didn't want to wake up my husband because he had to work in the morning, so I went into the living room, tried to eat something because I was feeling kind of sick and nauseous, and I just needed to eat something. And then it was so dry in my throat that I started choking on my food. I couldn't breathe through my throat, through my mouth, and I couldn't breathe through my nose. So what happened was I was choking so much, I couldn't get any air. I started to feel dizzy. I don't know if I was turning blue, I didn't have a mirror, I don't know. But I felt so awful that the only thought that went through my mind was, I'm gonna die now. I'm seriously gonna die. I can't even yell for my husband because I can't breathe. He doesn't know what's going on. My little girl is not getting air right now because I'm not getting air. I'm so worried about her. But she was kicking during that time, non-stop. She was kicking me so hard. I was like, well, yeah, I know, sweetie, you're not getting air as well because I'm not getting air. I'm so sorry. I can't do anything about it. And it was like so many thoughts in my head at that point. And I'm like coughing and trying to get some air. And eventually I started crying because I was so in panic during that time, which was good. I started crying, which led to my nose running. Like, all this stuff was all of a sudden coming out because I was crying. So I blew my nose, and I suddenly was able, after over a week, I was able to breathe through my nose, which felt so good. I was like breathing in through my nose all of a sudden, and then I continued coughing until my throat was clear. And I was like sitting there crying my eyes out, and then like, thank God I can breathe again. Thank you, God, that I can breathe now, and that my baby's doing okay, and that she's kicking away. And it was scary. It was a really scary moment at that point, and I tried everything before that to clear out my nose. I tried like the salt water solution for my nose. I tried a chamomile bath where you put like hot water with chamomile in a bowl and put a towel over your head and tries to breathe it in, and then it is supposed to clear everything out. It didn't do anything. I tried putting up wet laundry in here so that the air would get not as dry in here so I could breathe better. I was even sleeping while sitting up because I couldn't breathe. I think I tried, yeah, hot lemon water. I drank all kinds of teas and nothing helped. Nothing until that point, and then I was like so exhausted after a week not being able to sleep and breathe, and then of course my little one is pushing up my lungs now, and in addition to that, so that is also causing me trouble breathing, and it was just awful. So after that down point, it finally got a little better. The like stuffiness turned into like a runny nose, which continued for another week. So you can still hear it, and I'm still blowing my nose non-stop. It's been 2 weeks now. I have been feeling really off this week, really down. I've been sleeping a lot, staying in bed all day because I just couldn't function, and my nose was running non-stop, and my throat was hurting so much, and that's why I couldn't do an update before that. That's why I'm doing 3 weeks now, because I was just feeling so bad last week. And it continued throughout the whole 27 week now. I'm 27 weeks, and you can still hear that I'm not feeling 100%. I'm still really struggling with that. Today I'm feeling, energy-wise, I'm feeling better. I can do the video now, and I got dressed, which didn't happen the past week. So I'm feeling a lot better with my energy, but my nose and my throat are still bothering me quite a lot, which stinks. But yeah, that's what happened this week and the past week, the past 2 weeks basically now. It's been 2 weeks now. It was really awful, and oh yeah, and this one point I was just so stressed. That was during my 27th week. I was so stressed because I was so tired, and I was like, I know you're not supposed to take any medication for like that you spray up your nose. We had one, and this one night I was like, I'm so exhausted, I need rest. I cannot sleep. I've been not sleeping for a week now. I'm so exhausted. I'm just gonna take it now. So I took it once. It cleared up my nose. It was incredible. I went straight to bed and I slept for over 10 hours straight. I was like, oh, this is heaven. The first time in over a week I can sleep and I'm feeling better, and this is awesome. Okay, after that my nose was running and stuff, but I was able to breathe through my nose. So that made it a lot better. This one time using that medicine was great. Well, enough with the complaining. I'm starting to feel better. Little one is kicking like crazy. She is usually head down. I can feel it that she's still turning and moving in there. Sometimes she's head up, but that's usually when I've been sitting kind of weird for a longer time. But usually she's head down, and you can feel her kicks going up, like she's kicking into my ribs and stuff. So, and then I can feel her little hands down there. It's just fun. I really love it, and I'm enjoying it that I can feel my little one. And one thing I also noticed this week is that she practices breathing inside the womb with amniotic fluid, and I could see that from the outside this one time because my belly button, my muscles are separated now, so my belly button was moving up and down like in a really regular motion, and I was like, this is like opposite of my breathing. This is kind of weird. So I was holding my breath to see if it would continue, and it did. Like, she is breathing in there. That is so cool to watch, and I actually made a video of that. I was holding my breath in that video, but at one point I couldn't hold it anymore, so with my belly's like breathing in and breathing out, and then I was holding my breath again so I could continue filming how she was practicing her breathing, and I will show you that right now. So it was really cool to watch. And after that she usually gets hiccups, and that feels really funny when the whole belly is like jumping, and I'm just enjoying it so much. I was always dreaming and imagining feeling that, and now that I'm actually feeling it, I'm so happy that I am able to experience that, and it's just such a blessing. Well, I have been rambling on for really long now. This was a long update. I hope I'm feeling better now, and that I can do it weekly or bi-weekly, depending on how much happens that week. Tomorrow we are actually driving back up to northern Germany to the Baltic Sea to go to a wedding, and it will be our last getaway before the baby comes. We are there for 3 days, sleeping in a hotel, and we're really excited to have this last time where we are just the two of us attending a wedding and then just having time for us before the baby comes. And this is really exciting. I will totally do a vlog with that because I just want to remember that, the last little vacation getaway before the baby comes. So I'll take you along for that, and you will see that next video. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me that the videos are so irregular because we don't have internet right now. But they will come now. When you watch this, there will be all the videos back up again. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience, and thank you guys so much for sticking with me, and I will show you all 3 bumps, 25, 26, and 27 weeks in the end of the video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.